Even though there are already a number of predefined reports in Google Analytics 4, they don't often cover the most important metrics you are looking for in your campaigns. That's why in this video, I'll be giving you a tutorial on how to create and set up custom SEO reports that will not only help you save time, but also present you with the most impactful data you need for making crucial marketing decisions for your business. There are many different reports you can set up, such as AI traffic source numbers. But today I'll show you my two favorite reports that I set up for all of my SEO clients, and they are engaged traffic numbers as well as key event conversion tracking. This account that we're working on today is a client of ours that we've been doing SEO for just over a month now. We have already configured their Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, as well as set up all of the conversion tracking. So if you haven't done this on your site, make sure you do this before you move on to custom SEO reports. I'll leave a link just above the video now. You can also go back and look at our Google Analytics playlist on YouTube, where I have many other guides for everything to do with Google Analytics 4. Now, this sidebar over here in the report section of Google Analytics is highly customizable, and this is where we'll be adding our two new reports that we're creating today. So first, what we want to do is click on Library, and then we want to create a new report, create Detail Report. We want a blank report. And now we can start customizing and adding all the dimensions and metrics that we want. Now, the first report we are creating is the engaged sessions report. So firstly, in dimensions, we want to select landing page. This is the best data to track for this. And we'll click apply. Metrics, we now have to add all of the metrics that we want. Firstly, we want to add sessions, engaged sessions, engagement rate, and lastly, average engagement time per active user. And click apply. And now you can see them here. These are the pages, the total number of sessions, engaged sessions, engagement rate, and then the average time per engaged user. So you can see how long they're spending on the page. Just quickly, for those of you who don't know, an engaged session is someone who lands on your website and spends at least 10 seconds on the site or visits one or more pages. This is usually far more accurate to record than just a standard session, because this would include people who land on your page and just instantly bounce or potentially even sort of spam traffic. Some people even argue that 10 seconds is too short of a time to be called an engaged session. And if you are one of the people who believe that, there is a way you can increase the time before it is counted as an engaged session. So I'll just quickly show you how to do that. I'll open up a new tab. And you want to come down to the admin cog icon. You want to find data streams, click on your website. Then you want to go to configure tag settings, now show more. And you want to scroll down and find adjust session timeout. So when you click on that, down the bottom here, adjust timer for engaged sessions. So if you like, you can increase this to 20 or even 30 seconds. I wouldn't recommend going any higher than that. Otherwise, it's just going to skew your data too much. But for today, I'm just going to leave it at the default 10 seconds, as I think that works fine for this client. Now back to our custom report. I like to only have a line chart, so I like to hide the bar chart. And now the last two things we need to do, add some filters. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we are only recording Australian traffic, since this is an Australian client and any other traffic outside of the country just would not make sense for them. So the first one you want to do is search country, exactly matches, and Australia, apply. And now we want to add one more filter, add new condition, and we want to only record organic traffic. Since this is an SEO campaign and we are primarily focusing on organic, we want to just limit it to that, because otherwise any sort of other traffic, say coming from social media or anything like that, will be recorded in our reports and again skew the data. So here we want to search session default channel group and exactly matches. Select dimension, organic search, and apply. Awesome. Now we have our completely configured custom report where it shows 4 metrics and it is only recording Australian and organic data. So now we want to just save this and we'll call it landing page organic Australia. Now we want to just go back and create our one last key event report. Create detail report, blank. And now for this one, I like to only add 2 dimensions. One is event name and the other is key event. Apply that. For metrics, key events, apply. See, now we have our event name, which is the form submission, phone link click, and email link click, which are the 3 events that we record on the website. And then we have the total number of key events here. I also like to, again, remove the bar chart, as this is way easier to read. And we need to add one more filter, which is the Australian filter, to make sure that we're only recording events that have come from inside of Australia. We also want to make sure that we add a filter for organic traffic as well. Session default channel group exactly matches organic because we are only recording the organic conversions that we bring in to the website. So if you apply that, it takes our total key events from 19 down to 14, and that is because we are eliminating the Google ads that the client is also running. Now that we've created our 2 new custom SEO reports, how do we add it to the left sidebar over here? Firstly, you want to create a new collection, new blank collection. I'm going to call this one SEO, and then create a new topic, call it reports, and apply. And now we have to find the 2 reports that we just created. So the first one is Key Events Australia, and the other one was called Landing Page Organic Australia. So that underneath there as well, and save that. Now go back, and you can see the collection is here, but it is not published. So 3 dots, publish, and there it is. It has appeared as a collection on the left sidebar under SEO. And then if you click on reports, we now have a shortcut to key events report with all of our filters and dimensions and metrics set up, so you can quickly see how many leads the business has got for the given time period you select. And you can also view the engaged sessions or traffic report as well, just like this. There you have it. That is how you set up the 2 of the most important custom SEO reports in Google Analytics 4. Cheers.